Good morning to all. I am Famil Judy, working as a clinical occupational therapist in NIPMAD. I am welcoming you all for this webinar. Today I am going to present you about primitive motor reflexes and its impact on child function. Some may know about reflexes and some may not know about reflexes. So reflex is a response to a stimulus. Okay. If I say in an example, when we touch a hot object, suddenly we will withdraw the hand from it, right? So there the stimulus is the hot object and the response is withdrawing of our hand. Okay, so reflexes like response to a sudden stimulus. Okay, so what about primitive reflexes? Primitive reflexes is the same thing, but it will present when a newborn, when present in the newborn babies. When all the healthy babies, that is preterm babies, full-term babies, they will have this primitive reflexes. And in preterm babies, this primitive reflexes will be very weak. Okay, so what about this primitive reflexes? Primitive reflexes is a complex, repetitive, and it is a involuntary movement pattern. This reflexes will start developing around 15 to 25 weeks of our gestation, and it will integrate in our first year of life. Okay, so how this integration will start means the brainstem, primitive reflexes will be mediated by the brainstem. Okay, so when the primitive reflexes when the cortical inhibition start, that is when the brain starts developing, this frontal lobe and the cerebellum, when they starts developing, it start replace this primitive reflexes. They will inhibit the brainstem activities and they will replace this primitive reflexes to the postural reflexes. Okay, this reflexes are involuntary movement or sometimes it may be actions. Okay, so next is why primitive reflexes is important. So for all the newborn babies in their first stage, like in the beginning stages of life, this primitive reflexes is very important for them, for their body to develop properly, and also this is the major thing for them, for all motor coordination skill development, and also it will help the child for his muscle tone, head sensory integrations and all. Why integration of this primitive reflexes necessary? As I told before, this primitive reflexes will integrate when our cerebellum or cortical inhibition starts. Okay, so why this is necessary means, if it was persistent for a long time, more than 1 year or 2 year, this will contribute to the issues such as coordination, balance, sensory perception, and all the all our major, it will cause all major issues like impulse control, concentration, sensory problems will be there, coordination will be there, eye hand coordination problem will be there. All these problems will occur, and this retained primitive reflexes is the one of the major cause for the sensory processing disorders, as well as learning disability, and as well as the developmental delays like CP and all. Okay, what is the causes of retained primitive reflexes? So this primitive reflexes will retain due to the brain damage. When in normal delivery, when traumatic brain experiences happens, this brain damage will occur, and falls traumas of brain falls can cause this brain to damage. Traumas and lack of tummy time is also one of the major reason for this retained primitive reflexes, and chronic ear infection, vertebral subluxation is also major cause. Here I am going to, there are nearly 70 primitive reflexes are present, but here I am going to present you about just a few primitive reflexes. One is the Moro reflexes. So here in Moro reflexes, first I will start with gestures. In Moro reflexes, the subject should be in like the child should be in semi-reclined position, and the examiner should drop the head for backward. If we drops the head backward, the child immediately extends the arms and hands. Okay, so here we can see the the child is in semi-reclined position. The examiner is going to drop the head. So sudden extension of arms and fingers is happening. Okay, this is Moro test. This Moro test is also called as startle reflex because it will cause when baby is startled by a loud sound or movement or light, and also this will cause by the child's own cry. Okay, so as I told, this reflexes will not this reflexes will start develop in 34th week. Okay, and it will disappears after 3 to 4 months if this reflexes is not integrated. So the major problems like the child will be oversensitive or overreactive to sensory stimulus, because this Moro reflex is mostly activated by all of the sensory inputs like auditory, tactile, visual, vestibular. Every sensory stimulus will cause this Moro reflexes. If it was retained for a long time, the child will be oversensitive or overreactive to all this reflexes, and there will be poor balance and coordination skill, and the child is having visual perception problem, poor eye hand control, and so on. So intervention, like here I am just saying about two intervention. One is vestibular training on the sysball and the swing, and visual stimulation on the visual stimulation by using different lights in a dark room. Okay, next is rooting reflex. This is like how this reflex is tested by when we touch the when we stroke the corner of the baby's mouth or touch the corner of the baby's mouth, the baby will turn his head towards the stroking direction. Okay, so this rooting and sucking reflex is almost similar. What happened in sucking reflexes, like when we touch the tip of the baby's mouth or the lips, the child will start sucking. Okay, so this rooting reflex is the major reflex which helps the baby to get ready for the sucking. The rooting reflex will develops around 28 to 30 weeks of gestation, and this sucking reflex will develop after that. It will develop fully like after 36 weeks of gestation. Okay, this rooting reflexes is inhibited by 3 to 4 months of age. Okay, so as I told, if rooting reflexes is not there, then sucking reflexes can't develop. So uses of rooting reflexes is helps for the the child to find the breast and nipple, and sucking helps the baby to extract milk from the bottle. Problems is like this rooting and sucking reflex is mostly oriented to the oral part, right? So most problems occurs in like tactile and proprioceptums. It will get affected, and the child will get poor articulation, and there will be tactile sensitivity around the face. They will be like messy eater, poor manual dexterity, and they will have thumb sucking and drooling. Okay, intervention like oral massages, strokings we can give, and also oral praxis exercises we have to teach. Next is palmar reflex. The palmar reflexes is like in this, I think this we all experiences with the small babies. When we touch the palmar side of the child's hand with our index finger. The child will hold our fingers, right? This all we have experiences. So this is the reflex. And reflex is like stimulus is like touching the child's palmar side of touching the child's palmar side of the ulnar side of the hand. The child will close the finger is the reflex. Okay, so this reflexes will develop around 28 week of gestation and will disappear by 6 months. The palmar reflex is automatic flex. Okay, so this will helps for the flexing of fingers to grasp an object. Okay, so difficulty like it all like palmar reflexes is more prominent to the hand functions. So it will affect all the hand functions, like child will have difficulty with fine motor skills, they will stick out tongue while writing, they will have poor hand manipulation skill, poor finger dexterity, and they will have poor pencil grasp. They will have messy handwritings. Okay, so intervention like sensory stimulation with a different tester of cloth, we have to give the sensory stimulation, and also weight bearing on hands in different position, and we have to teach bimanual hand training exercises. Next is spinal gland reflexes. The spinal gland reflexes is like how we have to test is the subject, like that is the child should lay on the stomach and we have to stroke one side of the spine. Okay, when we stroke the one side of the spine, the child will flex towards the stimulated side. This reflex will develop around 15 to 18 weeks of gestation, and this is the major reflex for the development of vestibular system and the hearing system. This will inhibited by second to third month of life. This uses like this is the this will help the baby to this will helps the babies to develop his range of motion in the hip parts, and also this is the one of the major test which helps to rule out the brain damage at birth. And the spinal gland reflexes and the ATNR reflexes. ATNR reflexes, these two reflexes are called as breath processing reflexes, because while like when this reflexes will help the baby to descend into the birth canal at the time of delivery. Okay, problems associated with the spinal gland reflexes is like this reflexes is the major this when this reflexes will have, the child will have symptoms like ADHD problems. Okay, problems like they will have fidgeting and inability to sit, they will have poor scoliosis, poor attention concentration skill, they will have hip rotation on one side while walking. This all the problems. And intervention like movement transition like supine to sit, sensor stimulation, stroking, brushing and tapping we can give, proprioceptive training like joint compression we have to give. And this is ATNR reflex. ATNR reflexes asymmetrical tonic neck reflexes. So this reflexes is performed like we have to make the child on the supine position, and we have to rotate the infant's head to one side. When we rotate, the child will extend. See, this is the finger. So when we rotate the child's head towards one side, that's towards the chin side of the hand will be extended and the skull